Hello there. So, in March this year, my YouTube channel made nearly £4,000. And in this month just gone, May, that's fallen to about £1,000. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why that's happened and what I'm going to do next. Of course, if I knew why it had happened, I wouldn't have let it happen, would I? So, yeah. So yes, in March, my YouTube channel made nearly £4,000, and I've made a video discussing this, and I'll leave a link to it down below, of course. Basically, that was a combination of YouTube featuring my video, which drove over 1 million views to a particular video in the space of less than a month, and some affiliate marketing as well. At its peak, that video that got featured was making over £500 a day. I mean, just think about that amount for a minute. That's absolutely crazy. I was temporarily so famous that people were actually recognising me in the street. Well, in TK Maxx. One person. While I was buying food tongs. It's a little bit of an aside, but it is quite interesting that actually 1.2 million people can see your face, and yet you're still not recognisable and not famous in the slightest. That video that got featured was actually a video about how much money I make on YouTube, and for a while things got very meta on this channel. I made a video about how much the video had made, in which I talked about how much money I'd made. Anyway, I tried to ride the wave of success and pump out similar kind of content to try and capitalise on what seemingly could make me a lot of money and the kind of video that YouTube seemed to like. In actual fact, it was less like riding a wave and more like clinging on to the Titanic. Maybe you cling on to the mast. You're above water, you're definitely still alive, but there's no two ways about it. You are sinking. And I could see that from my statistics. My views were going down, my advertising revenue was going down, but I relentlessly carried on. But this month, May, I've reached a little bit of a threshold. It's a bit of a landmark occasion. I've got to the point, which a lot of famous YouTubers do, where when I upload a video, I now lose subscribers. In fact, I lose subscribers for days after the video's gone up. Now, I know many people will say, well, that's because your content's boring, that's because you're milking it, all these kind of moany things. Well, yeah, okay, to some extent, those things are probably right. There's probably a little bit of truth in there. But, you know, let's put things in perspective. In that month of March, I doubled my subscriber count. I gained something like 30,000 subscribers. That is absolutely unsustainable, and it is not surprising that people who subscribe to my channel for one particular video are not going to stick around for all the other, I was going to say crap, but that's all the other carefully crafted and interesting content that I put out on this channel. To cut a long story short, I don't know what the formula is for YouTube success. I've tried to sort of milk it, as you've seen, and it hasn't really worked. Either the formula on YouTube for success is very, very complicated, or I'm very, very stupid, or there's a huge element of luck, or probably more likely, it's a combination of all three. I think that's what I believe. I've put out a lot of videos over the last sort of 4 years, over 300 in fact. I can upload good quality videos that get a lot of views, but I can't do it consistently. And to my eyes, there isn't a huge amount of difference between the videos that do well and those that don't. And let's face it, there are YouTubers out there who get a lot more views than me who really aren't uploading top-notch quality, are they? But there is a message to take home from my experience of having a viral video and then losing it all, basically. And that is, YouTube is not a consistent form of income. You need to be diverse. A huge proportion of that £4,000 in March was from YouTube advertising revenue, but some of the other revenue did come from affiliate marketing. In truth, what I should be doing is spreading out to other platforms. So I've got a Patreon where I get $30 a month. I'm extremely grateful. Sorry, that sounded a little bit disingenuous, didn't it? I have noticed that a lot of YouTubers are kind of buggering off, to put it politely, to Facebook video. And I tried to work out why this was, because seemingly you can't monetize Facebook videos. Well, it turns out you can, but you need to have something like 1,000 likes on your page. I've currently got 100. I'm going to leave a link to my Facebook down below in case you want to go and support me. Please do, please. And I think there's a lot of money to be made on Instagram as well, although quite frankly, that's not something that I'm ever going to be able to do, is it? Because the chances of me wearing a bikini and posing on a beach are not very high. And if I did do it, it would be more of a public health hazard than kind of interesting to people. But Instagram is an interesting platform. I think it's easier than YouTube and Facebook and other sort of video platforms, because obviously you just take a picture, stick some affiliate links in, and easier to make your life look brilliant because you're just taking a sort of screen grab of a particular moment in your life, maybe airbrush some of the fat rolls and hairy lips and things, and make your life look brilliant. The downside of that, of course, is that everybody thinks they could be an Instagram celebrity, so it's a really, really competitive platform to try and compete on. So I shan't be doing that, but yes, I may try the old Facebook route. Now, don't get me wrong, I knew that the YouTube kind of fame roller coaster was going to chuck me out the other end. Actually, it's not the end of the world. So one of the questions I've received a lot on my YouTube channel is, what about old videos? Do they still make money? And I can confirm that yes, they do. In fact, in the last month, my most lucrative video, which I think made about £60 or something, was a video from, I think, about 3 years ago about the top 5 Paris scams. So they're mainly kind of stories about my holiday to Paris and how people try to kind of scam you in the street, scam you at the train station, scam you when you're walking around, just lots of scams, basically. Now, £60 is a lot of money, but it may not sound like a lot of money when you're talking about somebody's kind of income. Well, do remember, I have over 300 videos on my channel, so even if each of those videos made 50 cents or 50 pence each, that would be $150 a month. So you can see that once you've got a portfolio of videos, you're going to make some money. It's highly unlikely that my YouTube income would ever drop to zero. He said, slightly worried that his YouTube income would drop to zero. And another thing I want to kind of briefly touch on in this video, I don't know whether I'm going to include a screenshot because it could affect my advertising revenue. A rather attractive lady got in contact with me about her YouTube channel. Hopefully she won't mind me mentioning it. It's a channel where she tries on clothes. Sometimes she tries on sort of bikinis and underwear and stuff, and she gets a lot of views. She gets far more views than I do, and she's got good watch time, far better watch time than I get, but her advertising revenue is much, much lower, and that is because of the cost per click associated with different kind of topics on YouTube. I believe the sort of top topics are things like medical stuff, education, and then probably like entertainment and technology. But basically, if you wear a bikini in your videos, it's not going to be that favourable to advertisers. Anyway, as I kind of said a moment ago, there's no chance of me ever wearing a bikini. But it's quite interesting to see that even if you've got loads and loads of views, doesn't necessarily translate to more income. In fact, even though I've got kind of lower views now than I had last month and the month before, my CPM, basically the amount of money I get per 1,000 views, has gone up. So my YouTube channel is more lucrative even though I'm getting less views overall. This particular lady wanted me to give her some advice about how to improve her YouTube channel. She's got an audience, that's for sure. I'm not really sure what advice I can give her, except maybe I would try firstly to see if it's her kind of lack of clothes that are putting advertisers off. I would see if wearing more clothes, whether or not that improves the amount of money you get per 1,000 views. I would also see whether or not it's the specific topic that's affecting the amount of money you earn. So a lot of people do clothes try-ons and bikini try-ons and things like that. And Consequently, it's a really competitive arena to try and make money and get advertising revenue from. So you could try something like wearing a bikini whilst reviewing a book or something. Try that. Anyway, go and subscribe to her. She hasn't paid me or anything. This is all a bit surreal, isn't it? This is probably going to get demonetised now for nudity or something. Anyway, back to my channel, because I'm the most important person. As I've said many times before, YouTube is my hobby. I do it each week for a bit of fun. Some of you seem to take it quite seriously, as if I kind of owe you something, perhaps. And somebody commented the other day saying something along the lines of, my videos are clickbait and hubris. I had to look up hubris because I'm a bit stupid and I didn't know what it meant. Kind of means arrogant. I don't think I'm arrogant. In fact, I would doubt if there's anybody who knows me that thinks that I'm arrogant. But thank you for passing your judgmental, inaccurate opinions about my personality based on a 10-minute video. Anyway, I shouldn't moan. The point I was going to try and make was that my YouTube videos are uploaded because they're things I want to make, because I will enjoy making them. I've never made a video that I thought, I don't want to make this video. As I've said before as well, I do get bored quite easily, so it was inevitable that I was never going to do these kind of how much money do you earn from YouTube, how to make more money from YouTube videos forever. So the question is now, what am I going to do next on this channel? Well, this channel has never been a one-topic YouTube channel. Started off years ago with just random stuff, then tech reviews, then watch reviews, then scam reviews, then Lego, then what you see today. And I may go back to any one of those things, but what I can guarantee is that whatever I upload will be something that I want to upload, that I'm passionate to upload, that I will enjoy filming, and I hope those of you that genuinely like my YouTube channel, and perhaps genuinely like me, will see that in the videos and will enjoy watching them. And if you don't, that's completely fine as well. You are free to go and watch whichever YouTube videos you like. The beauty of YouTube. Now, I do have some YouTube video ideas lined up, so those of you who have paid attention may know that I've just bought a house. It's all rather complicated, but within a sort of month I'll be by myself and able to film a lot more videos, and I plan to film more than one video a week, so that's exciting. I can show you DIY, because I'm a bit of a DIY virgin. Cue 1,000 people saying, oh, you're also a real virgin as well. Thank you. So I could show you my DIY as I go along. I have actually already changed a load of kitchen units and all sorts, but I could show you all that stuff as I kind of learn, so that you could learn as well if you'd be interested in that. I've also bought a lot of stuff for my new house, and I'm looking forward to doing lots of tech reviews. I bought a fantastic Dyson vacuum cleaner and LED parasol thing for outside. I bought lots of stuff, and I could do hauls on all that sort of stuff. I'm going on holiday to Center Parcs in a couple of weeks' time, and whether you like it or not, I'm going to vlog it. Anyway, a bit of a sort of rambling video there. I just wanted to address what's happened on my channel. Do subscribe and check out the videos I'm going to leave down below, and subscribe to me on YouTube, like me on Facebook. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs down if you didn't, and I shall see you next time for another video.